live. This is a family show. Be careful.
Perfect. All right, we'll keep that in mind.
And then we get this one going. Now, the first let's do this. I'll do this when we get into it. All right, hey, we are here at the 2017 CUNA Technology Council Conference and a bonus, the Operations and Member Experience Council Conference. 2 in 1. Who could ask for more?
Right.
We are here with Cornerstone Advisors, Team Ryan. Ryan, which Ryan are you?
Ryan Myers.
Ryan Myers and Ryan
Brogan.
Ryan Brogan. You guys are just. Did you just speak or present? Or?
We're getting to a little bit later today, actually.
Right.
A couple sessions this afternoon.
What's your topic about?
Today we're talking about practical process improvement. It's basically this concept where we said, we're in a unique position to see what the best institutions do across the country on kind of a everyday basis. What are the shared characteristics that we think that we recognize, and can we put that together, summarize it, and share it with the group?
Right on, Ryan.
Yeah, and so one thing we've noticed is the big sexy projects like CRM, like Core, like LOS, they get a lot of attention, but what high performers do really well is they don't lose focus of incremental process improvement, and so what we want to really present is kind of a tongue-in-cheek, two-step strategy. Learn what to do and then get it done is the approach.
Okay, and the importance to credit unions is?
I think the importance to credit unions is we're trying to help them to recognize how to be efficient on kind of an everyday basis, right? And so it's this concept of how do you not necessarily get bogged down in not only your day jobs, but then maybe the big projects that have your Six Sigma process improvement change management system, and instead focus the team on the things that they can control, try and make sure that on an everyday incremental approach really improve themselves, and we've been promoting this idea of having a change jar for the institution, right? It's a mentality, this idea that everybody throughout the credit union can kind of find improvements and put a little change into the change jar, so that collectively as a whole, you'll be basically rich, right, with change that's saved everywhere.
We like that, right? Anything to add there?
Yeah, I would just say, part of what we want to share certainly is the change jar mentality, but then what actual tactics and methods can we use? So, for the learn what to do phase, things that we've seen, again, work really well. So job shadowing, actually going in and doing the frontline job of a teller to see process opportunities. In the get it done phase, some actual tools. So we're not promoting any fancy project management software that produces Gantt charts all day. This is really, what can we get down to brass tacks, have a shareable task list, and then how do we promote those wins to the larger organization and really keep momentum?
Yeah, and how the benefits here? I mean, obviously, efficiency improvements, productivity, all that type of stuff.
Right. I think that people find that when you have that focus on those everyday little things that can improve, just the micro improvements across the organization, you do end up finding that you execute on the bigger things a lot better. You have better experiences for the members. You have better internal mentality and finding those opportunities that they come across. So we think it ends up being a win-win from both member perspective and for the individual institutions.
Totally. Goals here, Ryan? What are the goals here?
I think it really is, the big projects are important to get done. We have those big results that we need, but really getting employees to buy into a mentality, getting the frontline folks to be looking out for, hey, I'm going to raise my hand if I see a process isn't working exactly right. I think that's really the goal is, it's truly a mentality.
So are these pain points you guys were kind of discovered and kind of answering?
Yeah, I think that what we find is, we use these types of tools when we go out there, and it always kind of makes us laugh a little bit when we realize we sat in a room and asked a bunch of people what was going on, and suddenly we have a list of 100 items of things that we can go and improve, and we said, there's nothing preventing any manager or line of business executive from really kind of doing the same thing on an ongoing basis, and what we end up seeing is that, that a lot of teams and a lot of frontline employees just haven't been asked, right? They haven't been encouraged to kind of raise their hand and do these things. So it's definitely things that, tools and tactics that we use and find a lot of success in.
Very cool. All right, any words to wrap up here, Ryan?
Well, I would say, for participants who are here at the CUNA conference, we'll share some fun examples. We'll keep all identities anonymous, but you have to show up. You have to show up for the presentation.
Okay, we won't steal your thunder. But great tease. All right, guys, thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
your time,
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Ryan,
Thanks, Mike.
Well done, lads. Well done.
So
Good
much.
job. Look at that. 4 minutes of fun.
Look at that.
Good job, lads.
Perfect.
Excelente.
40 minutes shorter than I was waiting.